complete.
That
It's like
he's Nick. I'm Matt. We're insufficient. What a ridiculous intro with just.
It's international jams, baby.
there it
Oh
is.
my god.
He's
you-
Matt. I'm Nick. That's G.O.B. 1 Kenobi. This is take 3 or 4 for everybody out there in the podcast universe. The level of love and attention and affection we are showing you by continuously recording this episode through the roof. And you'll never know because we're going to keep the energy high.
And
Yeah.
we appreciate G.O.B. allowing us to fuck with him for a while.
That's all
Yeah,
good.
he's like, fuck you guys, this is my last appearance.
Never.
I feel like I would hear this at like the Italy Pavilion at Epcot.
Yeah,
3, 2, 1,
It's like-
stopping it.
Yeah.
All right.
with just some guy just pretending to be Italian. No, did
Yeah.
you like it? No.
Are
It's
you
international. It's jams.
Yeah.
I'm loving it.
Yeah, so today is International Jams Tuesday, August 10th, 2022, Budweiser stage in Toronto.
Yeah.
We never do Canada shows.
No.
As a matter of fact, it's funny. We never think of them as international until this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. So set one.
We're jumping in.
I'm jumping in, man.
Jumping in.
We're
Jumping
going to
in.
have to grab ass at the end of the show.
Yeah.
We'll grab ass at the end. Sigma O, lush, soulful. I thought it was pretty good. The band was balanced. Pays especially dialed in, and Trey taking his time on this one. Sigma O, I don't know how I feel about that as an opener. I think it's kind of a weak opener. I don't know. What do you guys think?
It's one of those ones where you hear it and you go, this can go one of two ways. You're like, this is an odd. It doesn't give you a real flavor of what to expect. You're like,
Not at all.
could
I mean,
kinda-
do you like Sigma O as a song?
I think it's fun. Yeah, cool little tune.
It's not my favorite off that album, though.
Everything is new to me if it's after like 97. I feel like I'm like the worst with like history and time. Like, man, you remember that new album? They're like, what new album? Like, Hoist or something. And they're like, man, that shit's 30 years old. So
You remember that new album, boys?
Let me tell you something. Sigma O is the greatest waste of an awesome name for a song where the actual song did not live up. And
Yeah.
I've said it since 1.0. It needs to be a lounge tune, very similar to Landlady.
Sigma
Down
at the Oasis.
Sigma Oasis. Yeah, I would
take it
turn
deep.
into that. Nobody's racist is the second line to that song.
Nobody is racist.
And I would love it even more. It's
Yeah.
a good song, but it just shouldn't be called Sigma Oasis.
I don't want it as my set one opener, man. I do not want a fucking Sigma O slow sort of.
Yeah,
I just don't
spacey.
want it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like I already know what you're going to say about the second song, which they went into. They didn't pause.
no.
They segued into
They segued,
Blaze
yeah.
On.
So sort of a seamless segue into Blaze On. Short
Yep.
but sweet, tight segue. Hard nod to cannabis culture, apparently.
There's a
I don't
cul-
know.
there's a
Night shades
culture?
on.
Canada has a culture, man.
It's a culture.
Canada.
Of cannabis.
What are you doing? Is your dog here now? Like, is that the host?
yeah.
What the
The
fuck?
dog is the
Nick's
host. I don't
full-on
have my
fucking
glasses.
quit.
I can't fucking see shit. I'm
Uh,
back.
So I don't know. Blaze On. It's from Big Boat, right?
Yes. And it's the first of the real affirmation tunes.
Yeah. What's your vibe on Blaze On?
The
It's okay.
a lot of the later years of Trey's writing kind of turns into like rainbows and sunshines and it just kind of I don't know. It's unexciting stuff to me. But
I know.
Blaze On sounds cool. I mean, it's a cool message,
Okay, but is it blazing on through your life, or is it like blaze on, brother?
Well,
I mean, I think it's for anyone who smokes weed. They're probably like,
which drives me fucking bananas. Trey, you're out there promoting sobriety, whether you want to admit it or not. That's a life choice you've made. And yet one of the newer songs you've written is Blaze On. So you're like, hey, no, smoke that weed.
But not that way.
Pick a side. Pick a lane.
It's kind of hard to say especially in this culture and this group of human beings that enjoy this music. They're like, man, you hear the new song about weed, and he's like, absolutely not about weed. I don't even understand how you guys have that misconstrued. Like, what?
Dude, that song isn't about weed, man. It's
G.O.B. one spot on tape, brother. Yeah, that's great. We're gonna take a turn, and we're gonna turn on the steam.
I fucking hate this song.
Oh, really?
Sexy, spacey, I guess, but like the band leans into the vibes, not rushing anything. I'm just not a fan, and of course they played it in Albany. God damn it. And like I just don't like it. It's that and the howling. Like that shit can go fucking.
Okay, first of all, the howling slaps. But second of all, I think they only play steam so that they can release steam.
Yeah.
It's like
no, it's the coolest thing. Yeah, they're like, we got to have a smoke machine. What the hell's going on?
Yeah, right. But
they gotta set it up with a song.
then play 2001.
Yeah. Dude, Cooter can't figure out when to turn the steam on, so Trey's like, fine, I'll write a fucking song.
Yeah.
Wait, so we do the page thing here, and his page just like,
great. Have you seen this?
as it comes on, right?
As the horse's nostril steam.
Yeah.
He looks over at you. But that's his go-to, man.
I have so much love, respect, and admiration for Paige McConnell.
I love him.
I'm not laughing at him being excited to be on there. It's just such a great impression of what Paige looks like.
We need to get Will Ferrell to do that shit.
Yes.
You know what I mean? He would do just a complete
my God.
Page.
Paul Giamatti.
Okay. Let me tell you something. Obi-Wan opened the door. I always talk about what character or what actors would play fish in movies. Like if there was a fish movie, right, and you could basically any actor from any time period can be anybody in the film. So my pick for Paige has always been Kelsey Grammer.
Oh,
and for Fishman, Danny DeVito is like sneaky good John Fishman.
That'd be great.
Danny DeVito. I thought Paul Giamatti would play Paige.
He'd be a good Paige.
He'd be a good one.
And then you'd have a 60-year-old parrot play Fishman.
There's that too.
Yeah.
What about Mark Hamill as Mike?
What?
Yeah.
Anybody else feeling Mark Hamill as Mike? No, just me.
I'm trying to think.
He doesn't have the nose for it.
I haven't thought of Mike. Who you guys got on Trey?
That's what's his name from Harry Potter.
Oh, I was going straight.
Ron Weasley?
I don't know the actor's name, but he was Malachi in Children of the Corn.
Fucking Children of the Corn.
You guys ever seen that movie?
Yeah, like fucking 20 years.
He wants
never
you
seen
to,
that
Malachi. Movie. Go back and see Malachi. You have that motherfucker playing Trey. It'd be fantastic.
Listen, do you guys remember Children of the Corn? Like, who the fucking remembers that? That's like when I brought up
that's like the
when I was
spookiest movie ever, man.
It's pretty creepy, man. Until my kids came out with blonde hair, I was like, fuck, I'm gonna chill out with the Children of the Corn thing.
I think you go watch it again, you're gonna have a deeper appreciation for it.
Fuck, man. That's why I was like, dude, Constantine, #1 movie of all time.
Oh my God, dude. My favorite match story. We're not gonna tell it. It involves Matt going, what the fuck is that?
Oh, yeah.
Jeez. That could go many ways.
Next song, My Sweet One.
Love it.
Listen, we call this grab ass, man. Yeah. Fish grab ass. I love it when they do bluegrass.
Yeah.
Is it bluegrass or country?
It's bluegrass, right?
No, it's country.
It's got that,
and also, you sent me a clip of Fish playing this on MTV.
Yeah.
Okay. And
92.
Fish wonders...
92.
For 1992, they could have picked way better songs than My Sweet One.
They did a whole bunch of other songs.
Okay.
Yeah, but you got to imagine in 1992, if they're around anything that had any kind of corporate thing, their whole thing was like to screw with them. You know, did you ever see the one interview where they just pass the microphone back and forth? Like they don't really say anything. I think they just say like, they're just like,
where they're on that line.
Yeah, just like they're they're totally just like, we can do what we want and we don't need any, like, so what better thing to do than go play My Sweet One on MTV?
That's true. No, I agree with that.
I mean?
They had that interview with MTV at the Horde Festival, and like Mike and him were taking sips of beers and then crossing their legs.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Like, they're just like,
they're just fucking with people.
Yeah,
I love that.
I think if they went back in time, they would not be more corporate, but I think they would have toned it down a little bit, because I think they made it harder for themselves. Now, it could be the story that they wanted to say, which is nobody likes us. We're not like, a real like cultural force. And they put it on themselves. And playing My Sweet One on MTV in 1992, horrible choice. So many better songs they could have done.
They hurt themselves. They're laughing their ass to the fucking bank right now without even having any chart topping tunes, and they're going to get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which is going to happen. They hit the 300,000 mark.
Is that where it
ends,
is? 300,000.
Yeah,
Wow.
and it ends. What is it?
In like a week.
April 21st. They're going to fucking get it. They got into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They stuck it to everybody. I think they made a good choice, man.
I think
in my opinion, Fish was never fringe. They've always been mainstream. Good for
if
you
they
guys.
fucking
Next
get in,
song, theme
hold
from
on,
the
real
bottom.
fast. If they get into the hall, they need to ride a motherfucking hot dog right down to the damn thing to get the shit. That would be hot.
The hot dog is there.
I know. I've seen it there.
Mark, who do you want to see induct them?
That one's difficult.
You're thinking about it.
I would say it would be a great honor to have the Dead do it.
Yes, that's what I thought.
Like, just
Dead's dead though. Was
I mean, but
Falcor?
Bobby and that, like,
Falcor.
But just the name, the organization.
I would agree. It really can't be anywhere else unless you had. I could see Billy Strings inducting him. I could see. Well, they have people that induct people that aren't in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah, of course. Fish Open, they did it for but you could get like Genesis to do it for them. There could be 1,000.
I want the Talking Head to induct them.
Yeah,
that would be that's what I'm saying. So they would be another one that would be fucking fire.
That would be fucking great.
Yeah.
They have fucking John Legend.
yeah, exactly. It's Justin Bieber.
Oh my God! One Direction.
Well, no, because Justin Bieber loves Fish.
Well, it was like that whole thing where he was like around and checking them out, whatever. Yeah, it's great.
Justin Bieber loves Fish.
Loves them.
It was like
of all the times we've done this segment, famous people who listen to Fish. Not once have we ever talked about the Biebs.
It's Conan O'Brien.
Yeah,
dude, Conan O'Brien would be sweet.
Yeah, or Jimmy Fallon. All right, theme from the bottom. Standout version. For this, I mean, they kill theme right now.
For years, they've been crushing themes secretly. Nobody's paying attention.
Full blown Type 2.
Yeah. And this is that time period where Fish would do Type 2 in the first set, fourth song. They don't give a shit.
Yep.
They just go for it.
I love that. That's the one thing that I will say that differentiates them from 1.0 is that they're able to really get themselves into a Type 2 very quickly. And I felt like 1.0 is a lot harder for them to do.
They got the formula. You know what I mean? They figured out what it is. We can lay this groove. You're gonna put a nice bass line on it. Paige gonna put some fun stuff over here, and I'm gonna write a line, and we're gonna now tension and release that bitch till we bust them out.
You gotta be careful. I don't know how you feel about it, but like we were talking to Nick about like people that like are into Gotta Jaboo and they're all grooving out, and you look over at them, you're like. You know what I mean? But I feel the same way when you get to the peak of a song sometimes and Trey is doing his trills and it's the same peak that you just heard 3 songs before. Like
what?
And then you see people are like, yeah. And I'm like, dude, they just did this.
Yeah.
No, I'm here for that every song. Same peak every song.
I don't want that. Like, I would rather see them set in a really sick fucking intricate groove. And then where one person stops and then they keep the groove going and then they start it up again. They're locked in. That to me is a lot more exciting than this pinnacle peak where Trey's just, fucking shredding.
I mean, I look for them to get in such deep water that they don't know what the hell they're doing. I want to see what they do then, where they're like, maybe a mistake got them there, maybe some sort of miscommunication, but all of a sudden you can kind of tell that like it's like, all right, boys, this is what we've been trained for. You know what I mean? It's like, we gotta make something out of this.
Yeah. Are you going to any of the shows for the tour coming up?
Oh, they're doing
Not
the
spring
Man
tour, but
I think
You're
they're
He's
doing
going
the
to
Man.
the Man.
Yeah.
We might see you with the Man, and by we I mean at least me. I can't, dude. Summer tours got me fucking fired up.
The Man is a sick place to see him too.
I've seen so many good shows at the Man.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong. It's a cool venue.
is it
awesome,
big?
man.
Is it a big venue?
Not really. No.
Really? Okay.
No.
It's nice though.
It's like
friendly. It's brotherly.
the lot is awesome. It's a great
Is it?
hang. Yeah,
Dude,
I mean,
Fish always crushes the Man.
and they destroy it every time.
Is Theme from the Bottom a song about sex?
I don't know. I don't
Because
know
he's
what
thinking
that
about
is.
ass to mouth.
Ew.
You theme from the bottom, you theme from the top.
Yeah.
All right. Next song, Wombat.
Grab ass.
Yeah,
That's
grab
grabby.
ass.
That's grab
Is
ass.
it a
is.
bust out? Hasn't been played since 22.
Oh, you guys been talking about bust outs. I wanted to ask you guys about that because you guys are setting the rules on how this is, the terminology is used, right?
Well, yeah, okay.
But
We
I
don't
mean,
agree on the rules.
Yeah, I know, but in the insufficient world, like I'm like, okay, so
Yeah.
I always thought a bust out like was just some shit that it didn't matter if it hadn't been played in a while or it was like a new cover or whatever it may be. It was just like unexpected, You're like, oh, that's a nice little bust out.
my take on the bust out is that there's the gaps between shows, right? So like when they didn't play Axilla Part 2 for like 800
95.
Yeah, since 95.
Yeah.
And then they played it, that to me is a bust out. Because it's just had so many gaps in between the shows that
I agree to that. But
yeah.
Nick, weren't you saying that it was if it's not a bust out if they never played it before? I would think that's even more of a bust out.
Well, no,
That's a debut.
That's a debut.
Debut.
It changes the.
Yeah. Now, if they've only played it one other time, like Sabotage, that's a bust out.
That's
right?
a bust out.
Okay.
But I think that after a certain period of time, it's a bust out. And I think anything older than 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, what's the line?
Magilla, bust out.
That is
Bust out.
one of the biggest bust outs they could play.
Bust out.
Whatever, Crab in My Shoe Mouth, Manteca.
Crab
That's
in
another
my
massive
shoe
bust
mouth.
out.
That's not even like they tease that shit all the time, man. I hear Trey going into that stuff all the time.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's teasing it. I think he's just playing it, and it also sounds like Crab in My Shoe Mouth.
It could be. Stash.
Wow.
Stash is not a bust out.
No.
It's not a bust out.
Not a bust out.
I kind of feel like the jam was sort of 94 era energy on this one.
Yeah, they're getting it. They're getting it.
You know?
Old school. Yeah.
And then to end set one, we've got Sand closer, stacked first set, man. It doesn't really have the Sand framework entirely, but the jam swells. Machine Gun Trey, I don't think you can call it that anymore, but yeah, he's doing his thing.
But at
I don't
least
know,
he's
the
back playing at that point. Like he was, he was taking some years off there. But
yeah, he fucking was. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
But
Let me tell you something. After set one, I'm looking forward at this show to set two because set one didn't get me where I needed to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're
No
just
creamy jeans.
Little
Yeah,
blue
just,
balls. Got you.
A couple of blue balls. Opening up set two with Sample in the Jar, man. You're fucking. It's your thing, man.
Let's go. I'm excited now.
12 minutes exploratory jamming, man. Ventures into the funky 2.0 askew terrain, sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a nice.
I love that.
Is this a reference to jizz?
I guess it is because right, isn't it about like drinking and driving and kind of getting pulled over and getting like a drug test or
What? I thought
test?
it was him playing like because I thought it had to do with him at a friend's house up on Lemur's bed. Yeah, I don't know. I thought I heard a story about it, but I can't remember.
We need answers on Sample in a Jar.
Yeah, anybody
Yeah.
that fucking knows. Nick thinks it's fucking cum in a
Okay,
jar.
Yeah,
first of all,
I'm
nicer ways.
nicer ways. It's my
Bust it out.
my man moose.
Okay. This next song was unfinished because
Down with disease.
there you go.
Dude, Trey and Page locked it in, man. Starts strong, shifts into like a dreamy Jerry Askew soundscape and soulful glide into the next tune. top tier Down with Disease, man. I like this.
I fucking
Agreed.
I love Disease. I think that's a great song.
It is a great song.
Anytime they get into it.
I know.
Is it one of their best?
I don't know. You always have those hard pressed questions, but it is one of those ones where I'm excited when I hear it.
Could you take it Down with Disease at almost every show you go to?
I'll take it Down with Disease. I'll take the theme. If they teased it throughout every song, that would be the shit. If they're just like boom, 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 you know, and then a tease throughout.
Hit it, Mike. Boom, 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 and then go into cavern.
I'd
love that.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay, I'd like that.
I hate that they say unfinished. It's always unfinished.
It's not finished.
Death Don't Hurt Very Long. I'm not a huge fucking fan of this fucking song. I mean, it's got its place, but it's not a thing for me.
Yeah, those couple costumes kind of got a weird. You know,
is that from the Space Invader show, whatever the hell they were?
It was like, wasn't it part of the
Toad in the Hole?
The sci-fi, sci-fi soldiers.
One of my least favorites.
I loved sci-fi.
I know you
loved
did.
the whole thing.
Really?
20 years later, not my favorite song. Period. End of story.
Yeah.
Dark, slow burn jam. Final 4 minutes are menacing and exploratory, but nah.
What is it about? I thought it was about them being together for 20 years, but by the time they released it, they'd been together for like 30 years.
Yeah.
So that wasn't it. Like, very confusing.
And G.O.B. One Kenobi's favorite song, Light.
Yeah, I love Light. I love it.
By the way, this Light did land. A lot of times they don't land when they play Light. This one's a good one.
Yeah.
They get you where you need to go. Set 2 is definitely superior to set 1, especially when you follow it up with a bouncing around the room.
Yeah.
I'll take a bouncing.
Yeah. I'll take a bouncing.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It's the same fucking thing every time.
It's better when Trey sings it angrily.
You're bouncing around the room.
Yeah. No, but like when they're doing the little roundabouts, sometimes Trey's like, then before, now it's more bouncing around the room. And then when Trey like hits his lines, like he's kind of pissed, he's got to sing and play guitar. That's hot.
Yeah.
I put zero thought into this song. Like
2001?
No, 2001. I love it. Short but sweet. It was a short one.
G.O.B. 1, do you want to try to pronounce the actual name of the song?
Yeah, you do it.
You do it.
Isn't it Alsos Brack Zorarakis or something like Zarathustra?
That's not bad,
Zarathustra.
It's Sprock Zasathrustra.
Because it's a piece of music written from like a writer,
2001.
right? Yeah, but the writer was there. No, but like the actual piece of music, I think Zarathustra is like a writer back in like the 1800.
It's a very old song.
Yeah, I think it's like
that somebody turned into a disco song, which was super fire.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
Was like, you know what? We want to play disco. This is our disco song.
I don't think many people know that there's a track out
there
that I think totally was why Fish started doing the song. It's the same kind of thing, like you said, like a disco funk, like version.
Oh no, it is so good.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, Fish plays pretty much the exact same way as the original band.
Yeah, it was like on a
which
black
is called Prelude from 1972.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
All right. Sneakin' Sally keeps
it.
the funk flowing, baby.
Love it.
I know. Do you guys both like Sneakin' Sally?
Like I like Sneakin' Sally, yeah.
Yo, then out pops
I enjoy
the wife.
that
I like it.
I like that, Don. It's a good time for me.
Sneaking Sally.
Ending set 2 with Free.
Wow. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Interesting choice for
it's a weird end.
Shorter version than post Albany's Monster Take, but still potent. Mike leads midway, and Trey finishes the set sounding completely rejuvenated, literally singing "I Feel Free" with a rare conviction,
making it weird,
making it strange. Encore, Lawn Boy. I'll always take a Lawn Boy.
Yeah.
By the way, only played 3 times in the last 2 years, which is way too low.
Really?
Paige, what's going on? you're the ham of the band. You need to get out there and you need to ham it up. I expect at least one Lawn Boy on spring tour. At least one.
I hope so.
I know.
I heard, it's one of those things where in one tour you would love to see Long Boy, you love to see the the keytar. I like to see Fishman play the the vacuum. I like to see the boys jump on a trampoline. Like, you're gonna have to earn your money at this point. Like, I want to see all the parlor tricks.
I do too. Yeah.
Mark, 100%, right? Like, what happened?
Yeah.
Trampolines, yes. Vacuum solo, yes. Paige hamming it up, yes. I mean, I want to see Trey doing some stupid dance moves. God damn it.
Yes.
Yeah, I like to see them fucking around. Say It To Me, Santos. I could do without this song for another fucking 5 years.
Isn't that another one? Isn't that another? Isn't that from Sci-Fi Soldiers, or is that?
That is also from.
Yeah.
No. Santos is from.
Oh, the one where they were the
Kosovo
Norwegian.
No, it's not. It's from
Kosovo Vax.
Is it from Kosovo?
Yeah, I think
it
so.
is.
Yeah.
But I thought they played it in Miami in like 14.
Welcome to Miami. Dude, you're singing Will Smith.
I could if you wanted me to. Jesus.
I want you to.
Listen, good show. It was a good show. Not my not my favorite song selection.
The set list makes
you
it.
Talking about our show, or are you talking about the Fish show?
Either one.
He's reviewing us as in real time.
Yeah, as we're doing it.
Keep it up, boys. We're doing a good job here, podding. We're podcasting.
He's Matt. I'm Nick. That's G.O.B. One Kenobi. This was insufficient.
Hey,
I hit the button.
I know. Drummers in a jam. What are you doing? You were playing you were playing the outro music, and then you fucking stopped.
I said the outro phrase for the outro music, and then I hit the outro music.
Yeah, drummer. Yeah, but then you stopped it.
No, because you started yelling, so I hit stop.
Drummers in a jam band are the most overlooked and often the most talented members on stage. Would you agree with that?
I would say, for me, it's all about the drummer. As a musician, as a player and a listener, if the drummer's junk, I'm like, this is they're not hitting where they need to be.
If you can't stay in the pocket, right?
Yeah.
And you're fucked. The whole thing is fucked. And I would say, also stop calling your band genre blending just because you play reggae and funk in the same 20-minute song.
Yeah.
Just saying.
He's not. You're not talking to Mark, right?
No,
in general.
No, just in general. No, I'm not.
It seemed like you were yelling at G.O.B. One.
No,
I'm against that.
Like, look.
Okay, guys, I have a hot take. Okay. I think Paul Simon's kind of a creepy dude. I think he can write some decent lyrics.
What?
However, over the weekend, I heard a bunch of Paul Simon because somebody had it on a playlist somewhere I was. His drummers are sneaky good on his studio albums.
You think?
Absolutely.
No, like, literally, Paul Simon might be successful because of the drummers he chose to play on his songs.
Yeah, because Steve Getz is the drummer on most of those fucking things, man.
Yeah.
And he is unbelievable. He's the one that came up with the drum beat for 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover. When you were listening to that song, that's the one thing that comes out. You're like, dude, I know this song immediately because of that drum beat.
Yeah. I mean, I think
there's another one too.
So important.
Yep. It is. It's an important time.
It is. That's why you're.
Thank
was
you.
Our first take better than our second take? Or was the second take just as good?
Sometimes you get rattled and it's like, damn it. We were in the flow. We had it. We were
in the flow.
And then it's like, somebody, it's like, I guess wait a minute. Got to stop fucking. We got to fix the lighting. On like a porn set. It'd be like, we were doing good.